Welcome to Smart in the City, the Bible podcast where we bring together top actors in the smart city arena, sparking dialogues and interactions around the stakeholders and themes most prevalent for today's citizens and tomorrow's generations. I am your host, Tamlin Shimizu, and I hope you will enjoy this episode and gain knowledge and connections to accelerate the change for a better urban life. Smart in the City is brought to you by Babel Smart Cities. We enable processes from research and strategy development to co-creation and implementation. To learn more about us, please visit the Babel platform at babel-smartcities.eu. And today we have a very special guest for our very special episode, our 100th regular English-speaking episode in Smart in the City. This has been an incredible journey since the launch of the podcast in 2022, and none of this would have been possible without you, our listeners, our partners, and the inspiring community of urban changemakers who've joined us to share their insights on each episode. So thank you all for being part of our journey for a better urban life. And to celebrate this incredible milestone, we're traveling for the first time to Brazil, to the city of Curitiba. So it's another year and another year live at the Smart City Expo World Congress in Barcelona, where Babel is an official collaborating partner and Smart in the City is an official media partner. And I'm getting the chance to sit down with some of the key speakers and attendees here. So also I have to give a big shout out and thank you to Fira Barcelona for the great partnership. Today in our episode, we are traveling to Brazil, to the city of Curitiba. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first episode I've done with a city in Brazil. So I'm really, really excited about it. And the person I have here is an excellent person to talk all about Curitiba. His name is Dario. He's the Secretary of Economic Development, Innovation, and Artificial Intelligence for the city of Curitiba, Brazil. Welcome, Dario.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you for your invitation.
Absolutely. It's a really big pleasure to have you. We're going to get all into what happened last night and everything that's been going on. But first, I like to get a little warmed up with a bit of a teaser question.
Okay.
The question I want to ask you is, if you had to describe Curitiba in just 3 words, what would those words be?
Sustainable, intelligent, and equalitarian.
Very good words. Okay. We're going to dig into that more because we're going to learn why you chose those words, I think, with some of the projects that we're going to talk about. I want people to learn a little bit about you as a person. Who are you? What led you here into your role today? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So I got my degree in my major in business management and also tourism management. So I lived later on. I lived in Spain for a while. I was in.
So you came back home.
Yeah, I was in the Canary Islands, living here and writing my master's dissertation. And later on, I went back to Brazil, where I started teaching, and I'm a research professor in tourism. And so as professor and researcher, dealing with cities planning. So just like 5 years ago, the mayor asked me to join his team. So I started to work as a city secretary for artificial intelligence and innovation, economic development. So that's about it.
Yeah, a really interesting journey that led you here. Glad you get to be back in Spain also.
Yeah, sure.
Now, about last night, we were together all day yesterday.
It's perfect.
At the Intelligent Community Forum's Global Summit, which was held in Barcelona ahead of the Smart City Expo this year. And you actually received a big recognition last year. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. It was an honor. It was a night to remember because being with ICF is it's like being with mentors that knows how intelligent communities works, and so we learn a lot. Of course, Curitiba is the smartest city in Brazil. Actually, we won last year the World Smart City Awards here in Barcelona from the FIRA Barcelona prize. But we were chasing the ICF awards because we think that's like a forum where you really learn about best practices, and also we gathered together a lot of towns, regions, counties, and cities, and you can see like small projects, small actions that really puts people in the center, and that's what we want to learn. So last year I was in New York for the ICF forum. It was great, but coming back to Barcelona, it's where I lived, where our mayor's wife was born at, and being here in a city that has been planned since the 1800s. So it was very special.
Yeah, wonderful. And so that Intelligent Community Forums Award, the 2024 Intelligent Community of the Year, you were up against 6 other intelligent communities from the top 7. And it was really an emotional night when you guys got onto the stage. I have to say, it was really touching to see how important and how grateful and welcoming and everything last night. It was really emotional. I'm really happy that I got to be there for that. So congratulations again.
Thank you very much. We think this is one of the highest awards we can get. So it was very important for us, for our community. Curitiba right now is like everyone is talking about it. And we have hosted John Young, Doug, so some other ICF members. They were in Curitiba. They were auditing. They were evaluating our city. So we were learning together with them. So it was a very special year for us because it all beginnings in like maybe in January or February when we start applying for it, and then we have to go through many levels of evaluation. So coming here and getting this prize was beautiful.
Yeah, it really was. I want to dig in a little bit more to the projects that kind of got you to that place and what you've been doing in the city. So you were recognized for example, a revolutionary platform, the Urban Hypervisor platform, right? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. Actually, that's a brand new project. We started with a security digital wall. We have 2,000 cameras in the city, so we can see everything that's going on. But that was for security. And right now, we have a hypervisor. It's like a big brother for the town, for the city. Because we connect data from traffic to sustainability, parks, mobility, and everything that is going on in the city. We can see in like this huge room with a lot of screens, and that really helps urban planners to think in solutions to our citizens.
Yeah, absolutely. Considering the citizens, when you talk about like data and safety and monitoring, people always think of, maybe privacy and security concerns. How do you balance that with, innovating and becoming more smart, let's say?
Yeah. Well, for us, being smart is connecting people, environment, and technology. So we've been doing this from 40 years ago. Curitiba is the first city in Brazil to have an university, to have an urban planning, urban plan, to have a planning institute, to have 5G, to have AI secretariat. So we are known as the smartest city in Brazil. So, but before that, we were known as the ecological capital of Brazil. We have 56 parks. in the city. So it's a very green area. It's not that huge as a city. We have maybe 20 kilometers by 20 kilometers. But it's the population is I think it's big large because we have 2 million people living there, but it's still green. And people are very conscious about the green areas and recycling and monitoring the rivers. We still have a long way to go on that, but I can tell you that connecting with technology, we came up with solutions that are that citizens recognized we're going in a good way, in a good path. Like even we had just the elections, and we won the elections because the people thought we were doing a good job in that smart city philosophies kind of way.
So the response has overwhelmingly been positive from your citizens. They see the value in what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true. Like our mayor, you met him yesterday. And he's very cute, very intelligent guy. He's known in the whole country because he was federal ministry for the president. 80% of the population would vote for him again. So 80%.
That is incredible for anybody, right?
Yeah.
Very, very well loved throughout Brazil, I think. That helps a lot in getting some of these projects across the line, right? This political buy-in from your mayor, right? This love for the mayor. It helped a lot balancing the political buy-in and also the citizen support, right?
And he has the ideas. He has his staff going like everybody has to fight for results. And one of his ideas is a solar pyramid. So we had this landfill in Curitiba. It's a huge landfill. And we couldn't put more garbage in there, waste.
Yeah.
Because it was full already. So what we had to do, his idea was converting this landfill into a solar farm. It isn't like, it is a great idea, but it's simple. But not many cities do it.
Yeah.
So now we have this huge hill with 5,000 solar plates, panels. And 40% of the city hall buildings don't pay electricity anymore.
Wow.
So that's just one idea. We have many other ideas.
Do you know where he got this idea from? Like, did he get this idea from learning from other cities? Did it just come to him while he was sleeping one day? Where did this idea come from?
He's an urbanist. He has learned with Jaime Lerner, which is a very, very well-known architect, not just in Brazil, but in the world. He was very famous. He's something like similar to Cerdà here in Barcelona, the architect that planned this city. So, and he like travels a lot. He's a writer. He likes to think about cities. Like he's an engineer.
Yeah, so these ideas kind of come to him from his background and from the interactions with others. And
but he loves nature. Like he lives in what we call like a small farm, just outside the city, and he loves nature. So he has these ideas of, for example, planting 100,000 trees each year.
Yeah.
So we've planted in the last 5 years 500,000 trees in the city. That's a lot.
And in Brazil, that's a very important topic as well, right? Because of the deforestation that's been happening and all of that. So
and because of the climate change.
Of course.
We have this climate change mitigation plan, and that's very that's a big deal for us, like a very strong issue right now.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And hitting many cities, of course. Yesterday, we were actually faced with, torrential rainfall. There was some flooding here in Barcelona.
Yeah.
We saw the really devastating flooding happening in Valencia.
Yeah.
And that's kind of setting the tone also for this smart cities event that we're at right now, because we really have to see how can innovation really support our climate change efforts, because this is pressing. This is the most urgent topic probably that we're facing today. So
and we almost have a flood in Curitiba. We had drought in Curitiba. So we had a situation just like Valencia in a state nearby. So we are very concerned about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess we kind of talked about it, but maybe you think that there's another main challenge. Do you think that climate change is the main challenge that Curitiba is facing? Or is there another challenge that you think is really the bottleneck in your smart city journey? Like, what challenges still remain?
Well, in Brazil, we have a big issue with rivers, like cleaning the rivers. And it's a cultural problem because, of course, we have this like poor neighborhoods and people would throw things away. So our rivers are not so clean as they should be.
Yeah.
So one of our biggest projects is doing like planning these line parks, like line green parks by the rivers. So citizens could run, cycle, just I don't know, just be by the river.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, maybe in the future, even fish.
Yeah.
Like things that we have seen in Seoul, for example. I was there last month, and they can get into the river. And that's, for us, it's a strange, because it's a strange situation because we have so many rivers in Brazil. Most of the rivers, of course, are clean, but inside the urban areas, we have this problem.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the podcast, we usually do a fun segment now.
Okay. Yeah.
And the segment that we selected for you today is called Top or Flop. Top or flop? Respond quickly with your positive or negative review on a variety of topics.
Okay.
So basically, I give you a topic and you say if it's a top or a flop for you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. AI-powered surveillance for safety.
Top.
Self-driving public transportation. Autonomous public transportation.
Flop.
Flop. Ooh. Vertical farming in urban areas.
Top.
Augmented reality, AR, for tourism.
Top.
Virtual reality city council meetings.
Flop.
Car-free zones in city centers.
Top.
Okay. Smart City Expo, World Congress, Barcelona.
Top.
Yay. Oh, maybe ICF Global Summit.
Yeah, top.
Okay, perfect.
Very good.
I went to, which ones did you say? So you said flop for for autonomous public transportation. Why?
Well, because in Brazil, it's pretty hard to get this testing right now. I've seen some places where these tests are going on, like in Seoul or US, and they are very limited because it's still hard to do it.
Yeah.
And in Brazil would be harder.
Yeah.
We can do it outside the city. Like we could do in some maybe quiet condominiums or maybe we can test them in city centers in Brazilian cities right now. It's pretty hard. It's going to be the future.
Yeah.
But I mean, flop, it is
it's
important.
It's not a priority for you right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
It.
Perfect. Now, I think you answered it in some degree, but I would love to hear a little bit more about, so we ask every single guest the same question for every episode. And it's, to you, what is a smart city? So I'd love to hear your definition. What a smart city is.
Okay. A smart city is it connects people, technology, and environment. But people should be always in the center of all projects and actions and programs. So that's why I like intelligent community better, like the intelligent community words or concept.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. So thank you. That's all I have for you today. I just have to give you a big thank you. And again, congratulations for winning the 2024 Intelligent Community of the Year.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
And it's really been a pleasure to talk to you a little bit more. Yeah. Also listen to your presentation yesterday and really get to be there for the whole show. And I really appreciate all the work that you're putting in. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and Babo should go to Brazil.
Well, I'm working on it. I told Alex, our CEO, yesterday.
Alex and you.
So we're going to Brazil now, right?
Yeah, sure. You'll be welcome in Curitiba.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all of our listeners. Of course, don't forget you can always create a free account on babel-smartcities.eu. You can find out more about smart city projects, smart cities, solutions, and implementations. Thank you very much. Thank you all for listening. I'll see you at the next stop on the journey to a better urban life.